Hello, Michael here. I'm a consultant, trainer, and podcaster living in Berlin, Germany. I'm a Microsoft MVP for 28 years right now, currently for Microsoft 365 Copilot with SharePoint since the early Tahoe days, so over 25 years right now. I'm hosting the SharePoint podcast for over 21 years right now and the Your Copilot podcast for 2.5 years. And here is my contribution to this year's SharePoint Hackathon. Originally, I wanted to test the new skills features in AI for SharePoint, but unfortunately, these capabilities are not available in my tenant so far. So I thought about prototyping my ideas with Copilot Studios, and then I will switch and implement it into SharePoint AI when it will be available. And I hope it will work. So, what is my use case? A communications team. Therefore, I created a fictional council, the British Wind Energy Council, with three people here: James Whitmore, the president; Alistair Pembroke, the influencer; and Emma Collins, the press spokesperson. I talk too long to AI. And it's a use case. The council has subscribed to a news service which delivers each and every day the latest news from the energy sector, especially for the renewable energy sector. And here is a briefing from January 2026 about the North Sea Summit, where several countries around the North Sea held a summit and talking about renewable energy and the energy systems and topics around the North Sea. And now for the BWEC, it's the question: how can the goal is how can the BWEC express their views and position to the summit outcomes? So we have the source, the briefing to the North Sea Summit, and we want to have three outputs: a formal press release with official language and structure. Second one, the council is invited to a BBC talk show, and we need a briefing for the participant there. And number third, we want to have some social media posts for our influencer. So one single source, three different outputs. That's the challenge. And the main topic here in this one and the main part is skills. This is the magic word in that one, because skills defines the organizational context, defines the mission, the values, and the strategic positioning. So the agent knows about the company or about the council in this time, and not only about the company, but also wording and tone rules ensure consistency across all communications. Format skills for provide templates for press releases, briefing, and commentary. Speaker profiles capturing the voice and communication style for each person. Media profiles define the requirements and expectations for different channels. And so you get the knowledge. The agent knows what to do. And yeah, let's see how it works. So here's my Copilot Studio implementation. I've created an agent. It's named BWEC-SP26 Hack. It has a nice logo and or symbol. It has a distinct description what this agent is about. I choose the agent's model as ChatGPT 5 Chat. And for the instructions here, I put in the Markdown we have already prepared here for the instructions. So this agent is the Press Office Copilot, an English language assistant for corporate communications and media relations, with all the additional stuff here that focus the task of the agent. And for more specific stuff, our Markdown files here from the skills are uploaded into the knowledge. And you see here the format, the media profiles, the speaker profiles, the communication guidelines, and whatever we have created in the preparation of the agent. And last but not least, at the end, we have the suggested task here. And there is a task for the press release, for the BBC interview, and for the commentary stuff from Pembroke. It's all there. So let's see how the agent really works. This is here a draft for the British Wind Energy Council press release based on the file we uploaded. And this is our briefing about the North Sea Summit. And you see here comes the draft press release based on the Hamburg North Sea Summit briefing, and focus on what it means here, what it means for the British windmill industry and the wider UK economy. We got the headings here. We got a short description about what the press statement is about. And here, the special answers from our council, a quote from the Director of Communications, Emma Collins, next steps, and some general information about the British Wind Energy Council. And that's all for that one. The next one is our president is invited to a BBC talk show to talk about the topic we have here. And so we have to prepare this BBC interview here. And here's a preparation. First of all, some general information about the interview or the talk show, the core narrative, top 3 messages here, and then the likely BBC questions and suggested answers. Everything our president could be prepared, tone and style, red lines, closing line, everything there to get our president very well prepared to go to the BBC talk show. And the first one is the commentary from our British humor commentator, the Alistair Pembroke, and he should also give us. So Sir Alistair Pembroke is here. The commentary general, and as you see here, the Hamburg Northborough Sea Summit is gathering so grand it makes the Congress of Vienna look like a parish council meeting. So it's a different tone. It should be a different tone. That's why he's a commentator. And the great stuff of this agent is that he automatically adds some suggestions what you can maybe do with these outputs in quite another style. And he suggested to adapt it into a sharp LinkedIn post with a Pembroke style punchline. I said, okay, do that. And here's my LinkedIn post that I can now use to post on LinkedIn. Yeah, and that's quite simple, quite easy. So now you may ask, hey, Michael, how have you built this? And I said, I built it with heavy AI support. I talked to AI over 10 hours and was supported by ChatGPT, the Codex app, and Copilot. And I talked in my microphone and described the road, the format, the communication needs, the output, gave feedback. Is it good? Is it bad? And I want to have this one and that one and that one. And so AI helped me here to turn my spoken ideas into written words and more, not only into written words, but my ideas into structured skills. And now, if you want to go explore this project in more detail, including the background information and how-to guides, check out my GitHub repository where I've shared all the hackathon documentation. It's not a finished blueprint, but hopefully useful for you as a starting point for your own work. This is the GitHub link, and enjoy SharePoint.